Kyle from Single Track Bikes here. Going to show you a couple of service basics. Today we're going to work on swapping out a tube. So flat tire, don't worry about it. I'll provide you with some easy guidance on how to get that solved quickly and effectively. Step one, shift your bike into the smallest cog of the cassette. Step two, disengage the brake. If you have a V-brake system like this, your side pole brake, you just disengage the noodle from the holster. Open that up. Next step is releasing the wheel from the dropout. Flip open the quick release lever. Spin the drive side nut 6 or 7 times so that it's loose enough. The wheel will drop out. Pull the cassette from the chain. The tire's free. Next step is removing the tire. Get yourself a tire lever. We like the Pedro's brand. Any brand will do. The tire lever between the bead and the bead hook of the rim, and work your way around 360 degrees. Once you've got one side of the tire bead disengaged from the bead hook, you can pull the other side off with your hands. Pull up, push off, wiggle it free. The wheel is off. Pull the old tube out. Dispose. And we like to check the inside of the tire for any thorns, glass, wires. We call this the red finger test. Okay, it's all smooth. Now that you got your old tube disposed of, get your tire off the wheel. You're going to break out your new tube. Fill it up with just enough air so the tube takes shape. Then, take our tire, free of thorns, reinstall one side on the wheel. We like to line the labels up with the valve hole. Just like so. One side of the tire is now on. You're then going to tuck the new tube with just a little bit of air in it inside the tire. Then work the tube into the tire, 360 degrees, and begin reseating the tire, tucking the tire back into the rim. Again, this is the tire bead, this is the bead hook. Work it all the way around. And the bead is seated on the bead hook on both sides, 360 degrees. It's time to pump it back up. While you're pumping up the tube, you want to make sure that the tire is seating on the rim so everything is concentric. No bulges or wobbles. When you've reached the recommended inflation, and that is stated on the side of the tire. So for this one, it's like 40 psi. Got it pumped up. Reinstall the dust cap. The tire. Make sure the freewheeler cassette goes in between the top and bottom part of the chain. Sometimes it helps to push the pulley down a little bit. tire back in, center it in the dropout. You can either press up from the bottom, or you can set it when the bike's back on the ground. I'll show you that in a minute. Screw the drive side nut in 6 or 7 turns until you're getting resistance halfway through the lever throw on the quick release lever. Ensure the wheel is centered and in the dropouts tightly. Reconnect the brake by sliding the noodle into the holster. Fix the boot to the noodle. Spin it. Make sure the pads are clearing the rim. And one last thing, little trick is weight the back end of the bike, open the quick release lever, and close it. This ensures the wheel is centered perfectly into the dropouts. This concludes our tutorial on how to change a tube.